And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks going up against the New York Mets.
And now, please welcome your
first pitch coming your way next.
New York Mets.
Just about set to go now. And starting in this one, Oscar Brazoban. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure. He's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
In for a strike, 0-2. And down on strikes. Now one away. This is Corbin Carroll.
Corbin Carroll.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. One out, base is empty. And that skips in the dirt.
1-1.
That one to first, Alonso. And he handles it himself for the out. Now the Diamondbacks lineup as put together by Torey Lovello. One of the more high-powered lineups in the game right now. It's built to do damage, and they got some hitters that could punish the baseball, Chris.
So fun to watch these players take their at-bats. I mean, they're so disciplined, don't give not just at-bats away, but really pitches away. Very aggressive, competitive in the zone, and when they connect, there's usually some loud noise to it, so we'll keep our ears open today.
Randall Grichuk stands in now and watches strike one. 2 outs, base is empty. And a foul ball.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back. And on the mound today, Corbin Burnes. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
We go to the bottom of the first. Here's Francisco Lindor. Burnes, a Northern California native. He was a 4th-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he played alongside an outfielder who eventually made it to the majors. Yeah, that guy's name was Tony Gonsolin, made it as a pitcher. And ball one. In the air, out towards left center. Barroso sizes this one up, and there's one away. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. It features one of the sport's true superstars, Francisco Lindor.
Oh, man, Boog, I can't think of a whole lot of guys who like playing at home as much as this guy does. I'm not sure what it is, but batting over 400 at home means the fans here, they're used to seeing him succeed, and they expect him to deliver. Should see some very comfortable at-bats from him in this one.
Juan Soto in the box with one away as he takes ball one. And that's off the inside edge. And the count now 2-0. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that is downstairs. 3-1.
1 strike.
That's a walk.
Nope,
went with the cutter again, but couldn't find his zone.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
So, man aboard. Now, here is Pete Alonso. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Swung out, belted deep. That one went back there, and that one's going to land not so much here, but here. The 2-run shot, his second home run of the series, and just like that, they're out front. It's 2-0.
It's no surprise this guy's won the home run derby multiple times. He was born to hit them. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So 1 out, nobody on. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. Next offering misses, and the count even 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And there's a ball. Fouls one off. 2-2. And that one missing low. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. One down, base is empty. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there.
1-0.
They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
Starling Marte in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That one missed.
Well, Boog, early on in this one, having a hard time getting settled in. He's not showing control to throw strikes, and let alone to throw it where he wants in the strike zone. This could be a tough one for him.
And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play. Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Line drive. Gurriel handles the chance, and there's 2 away.
Batting 6, the left fielder,
Jeff McNeil stands in. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Vientos leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-1 is fouled off. Outside low, and it's 2-2. Next offering misses down and away.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And down on strikes he goes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Suarez, in his 11th season, 33 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Brazoban back to work. Out towards left center. Taylor has this one sized up. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Here's Josh Naylor.
You can do it, man.
Check swing of the first pitch. Look down to third. No swing. One down, base is empty, and it's fouled away. Pitch misses, and it's 2-2. And that's in the dirt. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one's back, and it is gone. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 2-1.
Those are the at-bats that leave pitchers exhausted. He had to throw a lot of pitches and still gave up the long ball. That's a bad combo. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Base is empty, one away. Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Ground ball left side. Lindor on to first. Gets the catcher by a step.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball one.
Counts 1-0.
Two down, nobody on. In the air, right field. Soto gets under it, and that'll do it. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Citi Field, here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. That misses the zone. 1-0. Singy, he wasn't real sharp in the first, got hit around, but really more so, didn't throw a ton of strikes.
Well, he's just got to find a way to settle down. He was clearly fighting himself out there, not really finding the strike zone, walking batters. So we'll see if he can get back on track and fill up the zone a little bit more.
Barosa makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Batting eighth, the second baseman, Luis Angel.
And stepping in is the speedy Luis Angel Acuna. That one misses in the dirt. Upstairs. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
And he pumps it a strike. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Two outs. That one down the line. Fair ball.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it. I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Burns with a move to first. Taylor back in on a dive. Taylor off of first with 2 away. A changeup missing, and now it's even 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball. That one fouled off, 2-2. And there's a ball. Juan Soto up next for the Mets. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And here it comes. Gets a piece and stays alive. Hard hit, knocks it down to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Now back, right fielder, Juan Soto.
First and second, 2 outs. Juan Soto digs in now. Outside low, and that is ball 1. Two aboard, 2 outs. Just missed. And that's down and away. Pete Alonso would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Right through there for a strike. And they're all loaded up.
Take the base.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog.
Now
It's all
batting,
about creating
first
opportunities,
baseman,
and this is one of them right here.
Alonso.
So they're all loaded up. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He's already homered here in this one. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Steps on the bag for the force. Out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. Mets leave them loaded as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. New inning getting started. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Jorge Barrosa. And that drops in for a strike. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Liner to second, and picked on the hop. On to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Standing now, the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo.
And now the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. There's the strike.
0-1.
The shortstop takes the ball. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. Couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Missed with a changeup. 3-2 now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one outside, and it's 1-0. Glove side, but it gets through.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Runner at first with 2 away. Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 0 for 1 so far. First pitch, and he just misses. Tying run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Hit hard on the ground is short. Got him on the off-balance throw. And that is the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Mets 2 and the Diamondbacks 1. Back here in Queens, bottom of the inning, and stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. Now, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And that skips in the dirt. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. The 2-1. Foul ball there. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Here's Starling Marte. This one in the air. Naylor gets under it. Makes the grab. 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 1, Jeff.
2 outs, base is empty. And now here's Jeff McNeil. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Gurriel handles the chance, and the inning is over. Start of the 4th, Randall Grichuk now.
The designated hitter, Randall Grichuk.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Diamondbacks just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And strike 2.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. tip, and he hangs on for strike 3.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
Hey, Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Top of the zone for a strike. 0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
One down, base is empty. Fouled off down the right side. And takes low for ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Brings it in. That's out number 2.
The first baseman, number 22, Josh.
And now it's Josh Naylor. He's already homered in this game. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
The 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for Arizona, and they trail it here 2-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Leading off, Francisco Alvarez.
Alvarez.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Out there to center. That one gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. That's in for a strike at 95. It's 0-1. On the corner for a strike. Outside low. Going to count 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Alvarez aboard here at first with nobody out. And that one is inside. And now it's filled up. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
First and second, no outs. So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor. 1 for 1 with a single so far. just missed. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. That's back there, and boom goes the dynamite. His first homer of the year, and they tack on 3. It's 5-1. Singy, he's been waiting for this moment to finally come.
Well, we knew it would come eventually, and I wouldn't be shocked to see him go on a nice little run at the plate, hitting some balls out of the ballpark. Got that monkey off his back. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. That's it for Corbin Burnes, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, number 67. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 1 for 2. And that misses. Ball 1. Late on that fastball.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Activity in the bullpen. Brandon Pfaadt up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Ginkel also throwing. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Here's one solo.
Soto.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. That one hammered center field. Barosa going back and brings it in at the wall.
Up next for the Mets, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Pete Alonso. And that one fouled off. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 5-1. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton.
14,
and leading it off, Gabriel Moreno. Brazoban back to work. Just missed.
You know, these D-backs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Next offering in there for a strike. And a count 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Good job to fight that one off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
The batter, the left fielder.
Here's Gurriel. Flied to right his first time. Gurriel gets a piece. One down, base is empty. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. And 1-2.
2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Now pitching for
Kodai Senga on to pitch here.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Two outs, base is empty. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jorge Barrosa. Grounded out his first time. That one's in there. Strike one. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Danny Young, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Next offering is in for a strike. And they'll do it again. And look out as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Next to hit for Arizona, Geraldo Perdomo. Senga throws over, and he dives back in safely. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around. One left for Arizona. They're down here 5-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos.
Vientos.
Vientos, 25 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2017.
Well, these Mets really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Check swing, and he went. And the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Right through there, got him. And there's 1 down.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Marte up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. Bases empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a high fly ball right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Number 1, Jeff McNeil.
2 down, bases empty. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. 0 for 2 in this one. That one well upstairs. And that's ball 1. Two down, nobody on. And that's way high. 2-0. There's a strike. Swing and a foul out of play. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
2 outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1, 2, 3. So they go quietly there. 5 innings complete. It's the Mets 5 and the Diamondbacks 1. Top 6. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, number 13.
Tawa.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
0-1.
And a big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Nope, outside.
Caught him looking for the K. Corbin Carroll will hit next.
The right fielder.
Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. First pitch just misses.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
1-1.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Struck him out looking.
The batter, number 15.
2 outs, bases empty. Randall Grichuk stands in now for the Diamondbacks, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Outside with a breaking ball. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. That misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. And another
Inside,
ball.
ball 3.
There's a strike, 3-1.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
And that is out of play. Fights it off. He'll see another. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Taylor. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 7, 8, 9, 2 up in the home half of the inning. It's the Mets 5 and the Diamondbacks 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And that's outside. Action in the pen down there. Jalen Beeks, the left-hander, up and throwing.
That's in. Ball 2.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
Ball. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean,
3-2.
that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
On the ground to the left. And that's a fair ball.
Now batting, the second baseman.
And next for the Mets, Luis Angel Acuna. He is struck out and he is walked. Next offering, pop foul off to the right, out of play. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Alvarez gets his lead at first, nobody out. In the dirt, blocked. Next offering upstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2.
That's an out.
Throws to second for 1. And that's 2.
They made that double play look so easy,
Now
but it was
batting,
far
the
from
center
routine.
field,
That's the one thing
Tyrone.
about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Next to hit, Tyrone Taylor. He really made his presence felt back in the 4th inning of this one, Singy.
Absolutely. 3-run blast and a shot of energy for his teammates. Everyone in that dugout was pretty fired up.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a ball popped in the air under this one. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Mets go down quickly. They're up 5-1. We go to the top of the 7th. Down the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. And first offering is fouled off. Fastball is outside. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
In the air, left side. He's there. He's got it. One away.
The first baseman, number 22,
Josh Naylor now at the plate. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back. And gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they cut into the deficit. It's 5-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Kodai Senga is done. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
Ryan
the Mets,
Stanek gets the call from the
number
pen.
55.
He's into the game with the bases empty.
Ryan Stanek.
One down. Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Counts 1-0.
Up and in. Yeah, that's ball 2. Action in the Mets bullpen. Kevin Herget up and throwing. Garrett getting loose as well. One down, base is empty. Tap foul at the plate. Next offering in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. That's inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Three-two now. Out to short. Lindor fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
That play won't be trending on
Now
social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Right through there for a strike. The 0-1. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. And very nicely done for the out. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's 5-2.
Pitching for
We're back in
Arizona.
a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Kevin Ginkel.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
So back to the top of the order. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 1 for 3.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there, just couldn't catch up.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Towards first. Lindor retire.
Now batting, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto now. He's 0 for 1. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
So up next for New York, Pete Alonso. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a two-run blast. His fans were just still getting into their seats here at the ballpark. So if you showed up late to this one, you missed out on a big moment early on.
Ball one low. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
Nope. That's inside.
That one missed. Now 3-0.
3-0.
Fastball for a strike. And that one inside and it hit him.
Now batting.
And now it's Mark Vientos. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Ball one there.
That ball went out.
Alonso, the runner at first with 2 gone. Inside, just missed. And another ball.
3-0.
Check swing, called strike. That one's in there. And now it's filled up 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Mets 5 and the Diamondbacks 2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Kevin Hergen. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season.
For the New York Mets, number 57, Kevin Hergen.
Jorge Barrosa stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
The center fielder, number 1, Jorge Barrosa.
That one ripped. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Pulls into second. That's a double to start the 8th.
Everything came together for him. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
So up next, Geraldo Perdomo. That misses. 1-0.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
That one not close. And the count is 2-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it one-hops the wall. Runner from second crosses the plate. And now just a 2-run deficit.
Well, that gets them a little closer in this one. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Here's the second baseman. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. In plenty of time to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Now Corbin Carroll to the dish for a big at bat. 0 for 3 in this one. That one misses. Ball 1. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that's a little bit high. Now 2-0.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
A little bit low.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Randall Grichuk in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Runner on at third, 1 gone. There's the strike. And the tying run is on base.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Randall Grichuk stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring. He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Rocking it out towards right center, and that gets down into the gap. One runs in, runner around third. He scores to tie it up.
Oh, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one. Really important at bat coming up now.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Kevin Herget out of the game, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for the New York Mets.
On a pitch out of the pen here.
Number 75. Reed.
Substitution now at second base. Here's the pinch runner for Arizona, Garrett Hampson. And here's the first baseman, Josh Naylor. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
And another ball.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Man at second. Fouled off. He was late.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far. He doesn't look anxious at all.
Next offering upstairs.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
Gabriel Moreno in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. On the outside corner, 3-2 now.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Got it. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. All even at 5 apiece. Now into the game, Garrett Hampson. He's the new third baseman. So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, Scott McGough.
Number 30.
This is his first appearance of the season. Starling Marte up to him.
For the Mets, the designated hitter, Starling Marte.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Just missed. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Shelby Miller up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Thought warming up as well. To the left side, but it is well foul. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And stepping in for New York, Jeff McNeil. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Base hit right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he can handle. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Bluebird, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knock. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
1 down, runner at first. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Here's a rocket to right field. Drops into the glove. 2 down.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
So digging in, Luis Angel Acuna. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. And a swing and a miss there.
0-2.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Next offering is downstairs.
That's a really good take.
The 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside. With the go-ahead run at first, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ripped on the ground to second. They take the force out. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 9th inning coming up. We're all tied up 5-5. Back here in Queens, we go to the 9th. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Base hit center field. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Go ahead run on base. Now up next for Arizona, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And there's the strike.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Yo, 1. Way out front for strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
On the ground right side. It's through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
A couple of singles back to back. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count. A lot riding on this next at bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
Here's the center fielder, Jorge Barrosa. And he lays one down the left side, and that's a foul ball. Strike 2.
Well, they're willing to give up and out here. This is a big spot, so you have to make it count.
That one just misses, and the count 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
2 balls.
Squirts away a little bit. Nice job behind the plate there. With the go-ahead run standing at second here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And out number 1 on the grab.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
So up next, Geraldo Perdomo. That's a strike thanks to the sweeper.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
That missed by a lot. And it's 1-2. To short, could be 2. Acuna has it for 1. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. Okay, all set to go. And now the rookie second baseman, number 13. That's too low. And we're underway.
First pitch, 7-10.
That's ball 2.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Base knock right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
This is Corbin Carroll. And downstairs. Runner at first with no outs here. Just off the inside edge.
Hey.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Got him swinging. And 1 out now.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw there. Safe. One out and a runner at second. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. On the ground. Lindor fires over to first. He's out. Time time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Eugenio Suarez in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swings and misses, and a count is 0-2. Headed towards the corner, and a foul ball. 2 outs. And 1 in scoring position. And now 1 and 2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Back here at Citi Field. And towing the slab in this one, Corbin Burnes. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Francisco Lindor leading things off and takes a strike.
0-1's the count.
Burnes, like a lot of guys in the majors, played several sports growing up. He was a really good football player in high school, actually, which makes sense when you look at his build. But ultimately, he chose to pursue a career in baseball.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Suarez makes the grab, 1 away. Here's a Mets lineup now. It features a great veteran presence, Pete Alonso.
This guy had an on-base percentage of over 400 last month. That's just telling you he's taking his walks, he's getting his knocks, he's finding some holes. Everything just going really well for him right now. But don't overlook the fact that that happens because he's having consistently good at-bats.
And first offering is fouled off. Smoked on the ground a second. To first. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away.
Batting third, the first baseman, Pete.
2 down, base is empty. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. And that one is in for a strike at 95. 0-1. And a pitch. And that one is downstairs. And it's 1-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and the Mets go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Mets. We played an inning, no score. And we're back.
Leading off for
Second inning
Arizona,
set to
the
go.
first baseman,
And now the
number
first
22,
baseman, Josh Naylor.
Naylor.
Brazoban goes 6 feet 3 inches, 35 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Brazoban back to work. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Out towards right center field. Soto sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out.
Batting 6, the catcher, number 14.
Next to hit for Arizona, Gabriel Moreno. That's in there, and it's 0-1. One out, bases empty. One down, bases empty. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. There's a strike. Gurriel gets a piece. Second inning here, no score. Foul ball, still 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And that one is inside ball one.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Two outs. Ground ball, Alonso. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And the Diamondbacks down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos.
Vientos.
And a curve is down and in. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. Dave
got a
Lawrence
ball,
behind the
one
plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls and strikes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Spook, that just keeps the game moving. Nothing overly unique about the strike zone that he calls, and as a result, he's appreciated by both sides.
Up the middle, and that chance handled. Gets it to first. That's one out in the bottom of the second. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting six, the left fielder.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Off
That's
the
a
mark
ball.
there. And that
Count
is
1-0.
ball one. And another ball.
No, he's really working him away, this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Gets the outside corner with that one. That one fouled off, 2-2. Tay at first, one gone. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Ground ball right side, could be two. Over to Perdomo. That's one. And that's two. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We played two full. We're tied, 0-0. On to the third inning. And now the center fielder, Jorge Barrosa.
Jorge Barrosa.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field.
Batting ninth, the shortstop.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Geraldo Perdomo. Swing and a foul straight back. Top of the third, no score. The shortstop takes the ball. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Broken bat, and it's popped up. And that's a foul ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff. So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And that's outside.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
That one misses. And now 3-0.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
There's a strike. Sliced hard but foul. Man at first, one away. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Runner on the go. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Now the number 2 hitter, Corbin Carroll, struck out swinging his first time. And a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Inside. And that's ball 1. Outside corner for a strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And next is the Diamondbacks DH, Randall Grichuk. He's 0 for 1.
How many times have we seen an early at-bat change the course of a game? It happens every night in baseball, and maybe it happens again here.
And that one fouled off. And that one fouled off. He goes down looking.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
As we go to the last of the third. And now the catcher comes up to him, Francisco Alvarez. Pitch misses. 1-0. Strike 1.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty.
Batting eight,
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Fouled off left side. And that one missing low.
1-1.
Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. Fouls it off, still 1-2. One down, base is empty.
Ball. 2-2 the count.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Gets a piece and stays alive. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Tyrone Taylor in the box now. No balls and a strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Two down, nobody on. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Stays alive. Two outs. Ripped to short. Toss to Naylor. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Mets go down quickly, and we are still scoreless. Back here at Citi Field, out of the fourth. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Eugenio Suarez. Fought off foul.
Well, these Diamondbacks just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Into the outfield, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Huascar Brazoban won't go any further, and that's an excellent job from the reliever in the starting role today. Gave him some length. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for
Clay Holmes into the game.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Here's Josh Naylor. Fly to right, his first time. Inside, just missed.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
The 1-0. Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
First and second, no outs. Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. And that drops in for a strike. Suarez, the lead runner at second. Naylor on at first with nobody out. That catches the top part of the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Now one missed.
2 strikes.
Got him swinging. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Grounded out his first time up.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Fourth inning underway, no score. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
So 2 down now, and here is Jorge Barrosa. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Just missed.
Ball 1.
In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
You know, 2-out errors are kind of like 2-out walks, and sometimes even worse. You know, you think you're out of the inning, but all of a sudden you got another out to get, and the offense has a great opportunity they're looking to take advantage of and make you pay for.
Geraldo Perdomo, the next to hit, struck out looking at his first at bat. Just missed. Toss to Alonso, out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. Diamondbacks leave them loaded, still no score. Back here in Queens, here's Francisco Lindor.
That's shortstop.
Don't get ahead in the count. You can forget about having any success against him.
Ball 1, no strikes. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Suarez makes the grab, one down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
And now it's Juan Soto. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
The changeup missing, and a count 2-1. There's a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Here's Pete Alonso. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Mets. And we're still knotted at 0. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, number 13. Holmes, a 6'5" righty, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Holmes back to work. That's in there. That's strike 1.
You know, these D-backs finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Cut out and miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
The left fielder, number 7.
Corbin Carroll digs in now. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch, and he just misses.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
And a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Started to go to 1-2. A check on it to 3rd, and that's going to be ruled a swing.
The batter, number 15.
Randall Grichuk getting ready to hit.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Into center. And it drops in.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder. And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Good job to fight that one off. Grichuk off of first with 2 away. Hard hit right side. Handles, throws to first, and that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. And we're back. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton is set to get us started. Bottom 5, Mark Vientos. Pitch is in there. It's 0-1.
Well, these Mets, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
And a 1-2. And foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance, and it hits the fence. And now a runner moves into scoring position as we look for the first run of the ball game.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap. It just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Marte will hit next. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. On the inside corner for a strike.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here, make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
That's out to center field. Barosa in and to his right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
The left fielder, number 1, Jeff McNeil.
And the batter now, Jeff McNeil. He hit into a double play his first time up. And delivers outside. And there's a ball.
And you got to wonder, with first base open, one out, is he going to get a pitch to hit?
That's ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes.
One out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one in the air center field. Barosa sizes this one up. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
The catcher, number 4, Francisco Alvarez.
And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And that's outside. Man on second, 2 down. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Heading for the plate, and it gets by him. He will score, and they take the lead. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Luis Angel Acuna now at the plate. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. That one drifts inside.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
There's a strike up high. Now 1-2. Runner at second, 2 down. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're through 5. It's the Mets 1 and the Diamondbacks nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the top of the 6th. At the plate, Josh Naylor. Outside low, and it's 1-0. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Ryan Stanek preparing to come on if needed. Herget also getting ready. Check swing, no appeal. That one finds the zone. 2-1 now.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
That one outside, and that's ball 3. Gabriel Moreno in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the catcher, Gabriel.
Now the catcher up to hit, Gabriel Moreno, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Off the mark there, and that's ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And no one can get there. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
First and second, no outs. Now up next for Arizona, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Gurriel gets a piece. Check swing, and he held up.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
First and second, no outs. And we're the top half of the 6th.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
That's off the inside corner, and now 3-2. Jorge Barrosa in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And that'll load the bases.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Barrosa.
Next to hit for Arizona, Jorge Barrosa. Golden opportunity right here. Breaking ball inside. Ball 1.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
Bases juiced, no outs.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1. Safe at first. They won't get them both, and the runner comes in from third.
The bat, number 2, shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo.
Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly. Two on, 1 out.
And that one's a little bit low. And it's 2-1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Acuna has it for 1. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. A run, a hit, and a man left. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. All tied 1-1. Back here at Citi Field, digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Tyrone Taylor. Swings through that one for strike 1.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Outside low, gonna count 1 and 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Hit in the air, center field. Barossa. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, shortstop,
So the lineup flips over. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Misses outside, and that is ball 1.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
And a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Battling here as he fouls it away. That misses the zone, and the count is even 2-2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Now
what a battle.
Right,
it's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. That's it for Corbin Burnes, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now
pitching change here, Brandon Falk.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Man at first with 1 gone. Here's a big power threat. Juan Soto. pitch misses inside, and that's ball one. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Scott McGuff up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Miller getting cranked up as well. Throw to first. Lindor back in there. Misses inside, and now 2-0. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the sixth. The next offering misses. 3-0. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
In the air out to center. Barossa on the move. Pulls it in on the run. And there are two down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So digging in, Pete Alonso. That one in the dirt. 1-0. Fastball for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That one missed. Swing and a foul out of play.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next offering misses down and away.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Lindor off of first with 2 away. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Two outs. And the Polar Bear strikes out. Mets lead one. Score remains deadlocked at 1.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Mets.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Ryan Stanek.
Ron Stanek.
Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks, the second baseman, Tim Tawa.
That's in there. And that's strike one.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Almost got him.
2 strikes. Outside, that's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one off the mark, and it's a full count.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Swings through it for the K. Some high keys for strike 3.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Now here is Corbin Carroll. First pitch misses. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7.
That's out.
Next offering is fouled back. Let's go, New York. 2-1 now. And there's a foul ball.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And there's a ball.
3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Five foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
And now, Randall Grichuk, 1 for 3. That one is absolutely belted. And foul ball. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Diamondbacks down quickly, still tied 1-1.
Now pitching for the
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Scott McGuff in the game for the first time this season. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Mark Vientos.
Third baseman, Mark Vientos.
A little bit high, maybe, and that's ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Foul ball there. Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here's Starling Marte, 1 for 2. And a sac bunt here. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Now batting.
This couldn't have played out any better on offense. They were trying to trade it out to move the runner into scoring position, but instead, they just couldn't make the play on defense. You really need to get it out there.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Jeff McNeil digs in now. This one in the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Go ahead run at second. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Climb the ladder with that fastball, and the count 1-1. The go-ahead run moves up to third. He's held there with nobody out.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Alvarez getting ready to hit. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Swung out, belted. Deep. That one way back there. And that one's going to land not so much here, but here. He'll touch them all. His second of the year, and now they're out front. It's 5-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Just an unbelievable turn of events here. I mean, they've been putting together solid at-bats all inning to set the table for him, and he delivered big time to get him the lead. Huge momentum shift on that swing, and now we'll see if they can hold on.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Scott McGuff departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Kevin Ginkel taking over on the mound, ready to make his season debut, and it comes at a high leverage spot.
Kevin Ginkel.
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Fastball for a strike. Ginkel, he's made a name for himself as a very effective reliever, but not really what you expect from a bullpen arm these days because he's not out there racking up Ks. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit.
I think it's the deception in his ability to change arm angles and slots and give hitters different looks within one at bat. They're never able to get comfortable when you only see him once. A lot of times he has success.
Man at first, nobody out. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. And that's in there for strike 1. Got to be clever, too, when you don't have that lights-out stuff, right?
Absolutely. You got to know what you're able to do. Instead of focusing on what that hitter's strength is, stay with your strength and trust that you'll come out on top.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
That one blasted deep to right. That's back there. Gives up the body and makes the catch.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Lindor, batting with one down, takes a strike. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. In the dirt, but kept close. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Runner at second here, one gone. High fly ball out towards left center. Barossa on his way over, hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
So man aboard. Here's Juan Soto. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And that will end the inning. Big-time blast for the Mets, a grand slam. It's now a 5-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Kodai Senga.
Oh, he's having an excellent season so far. ERA is under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
Eugenio Suarez stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Eugenio Suarez.
Just missed.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That misses the zone, and the count is 2-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Action in the Mets bullpen. Danny Young appears to be getting ready, and I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Garrett, the right-hander, also getting loose. Next pitch is outside. And another ball.
That's inside.
Right down the chute, and it's 3-1.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
And that one hammered. That's back there. Didn't quite have enough.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
So up next, Gabriel Moreno. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. That one fouled off. And there's a hit. So Lourdes Gurriel Jr. now gets a chance with 2 gone.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
2 outs, runner at first. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Just missed. Two outs.
Aye.
In the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Come on, 2-2 to count.
Squirts away a little bit. Moreno, the runner at first with 2 gone. And now it's 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swing and a ground ball.
Nope, that's
and
foul.
it goes just foul. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And they'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. They're down 5-1. And we're back on to the bottom of the 8th. And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Alonso.
Ginkel back to work. Ginkel,
Nope,
a righty
that's
that
inside.
throws with power. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Out to short. And that one finds its way through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, third baseman.
Mark Vientos up now for the
Vientos.
Mets. In the air, right field. Carroll in position. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
I got a fun fact for you, Boog. You know that home run apple out in center
Now
field isn't
batting,
the old
the
one from Shea
designated hitter,
Stadium.
Starling.
That's outside of Citi Field now at Mets Plaza.
Martin.
This one is more than 4 times as large as the old one.
Starling Marte up to hit. Outside low. Ball 1. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one
The
away.
left fielder, number 1, Jeff.
Here's the left fielder,
McNeil.
Jeff McNeil. There's a sinker at the knees for a strike. Two on, one out. Late on that fastball.
It might be time to
No
choke
ball,
up a
2
little
strikes.
bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And
Nope,
1 and
that's
2.
down.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Liner, base hit. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with 1 out.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
So Both bases loaded with one away. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
The count.
And now it's even up. All loaded up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Acuna stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Next offering is fouled back. Alonso, the runner at third. Marte at second. McNeil on at first with 2 down. Next offering upstairs. Comebacker to the mound. Throws to first in time. Out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. Mets leave them loaded. They leave this one, though, 5-1.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
Mets.
It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound, Reed Garrett.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder, Jorge Barrosa.
Number 1, Jorge Barrosa.
That's in there. Strike 1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit-by pitch to lead off the inning.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks.
And at first,
the shortstop,
Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Swings over the splitter for strike 3.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there, and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Number 13 stands in now and watches strike 1.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
And there's the strike. Next pitch is outside. Just misses the mark outside the zone. The D-backs down by 4 here at the top of the 9th. And it remains 2-2. And the sweeper is off the plate. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
just missed his spot on the inside right there.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Edwin Diaz on to try and close it out.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
First and second, one out. Now up next for Arizona, Corbin Carroll. And that one misses up and in. And it's 1-0.
Oh, the adrenaline's pumping right there. Pretty good fastball. Unfortunately, it got away from him. He's going to have to corral things a little bit.
In there at the knees, and it's 1-1. Check swing, and that's a ball. One out. Runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. 2-2. Swings and misses. And they're down to their last out.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
And there's a hit. Barosa around third. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 5-2. First and second, 2 outs. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Eugenio Suarez. Outside.
Nope, outside.
And that's ball 1. The tying run at the plate.
Aye.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Diaz is just 1 strike away. That one misses, and now it's 3-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Tying run at the plate. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And now the first baseman, Josh Naylor. Pitch misses inside. 1-0.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
The 1-0. And that's a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
And that's in for a strike. And they count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Hit to right, and that ought to do it. That's the ball game.
Well, this was a total team effort using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher